Hi everyone, welcome to the Baguette Investor Channel for a new update. Today I'm going to give an update about the US stock market because there are some very interesting things happening at the moment. And to make my point clear, I want to show you both of these charts. On your left, you have the RSP ETF. On your right, you have the SPY ETF. If you're American, you're most likely know the SPY or the SPY because it's the most bought and well-known ETF. That is just the S&P 500 index into an ETF. If you don't know what an ETF is, it's simply a stock that replicates the moves of a reference index. In our case, on the right, it's the S&P 500 that I hope you know about the S&P 500 if you're investing into the stocks. What I want to share with you is both of these ETFs are based on the same index. They're both on the S&P 500. But you can see that they are different. They're on the same time period since October 2021. You can see that this is October 2020, and 2020. This is October 2020. What we're seeing is the one on the right going up and the one on the left in a range. Why? Well, very simply, the one on the right is the S&P 500, which means in the S&P 500, each company represents a share in the index according to its market cap, which means the more the market cap is high, the more it will have weight in the index. Let me be clear, a firm weighting 50 billion will not have the same weight as Apple weighting $2.5 trillion in the S&P 500. Apple is going to be worth much more in the index than it is in the other one. Why is that important? It means that their big capitalizations have a huge proportion of the index. When you're buying the S&P 500 with the SPY, you're buying a higher proportion of Apple than you're buying of other companies. On the contrary, on your left is the S&P equal weight, which means this is the S&P 500, so you take the 500 biggest companies in the US stock market, but every single company makes 0.2% of the index. So if you make 0.2% times 500, this is 100%. On the contrary, this is not market cap weighted, and on the right it's market cap weighted. And what does that tell us? It's a little bit complicated and it seems maybe too complex for you, but it's a very interesting way to view the market. The right index is a way to view the market in terms of weight. It means that the market here was going up, and you can't really know if it's the big capitalizations that are tracking the market, or if it's the mid capitalizations, or which kind of stock is driving the market. But with these two indexes compared together, you can see that the equal weighted one stays at the same level, while the market cap weighted goes up, which means that at the moment the bull run was driven by the biggest stocks, and that makes very much sense because if you look at the biggest stocks in the US stock market, they are the one performing since all the other stocks were in a range market. And you can see that if you were investing into the other stocks in the US stock markets since May 2021, you were not performing because these stocks were just not moving. On the contrary, on the right, you can see that if you were investing into the big stocks, you were performing because those were moving. Right now, what we're seeing is the market is starting again. The S&P 500 as a whole, these stocks of the S&P 500, not just 5 of the biggest stocks, are going up again. And how do you see that? You see this trading range right there, and you see that it's trying to make a breakout. We need to see more confirmation. We need to have a few weekly close. We need to have some momentum being built up above this resistance to trigger a new strong bull market. But it's very interesting. If you're going to look at the market, you screen the market for trading opportunities, you can see that many stocks are actually breaking out. This is going to be the market open in 15 minutes, so I hope you will be able to see that during the market open. But for example, you can see that this stock has been in a range for May 2021. And many stocks in the US market are like that, which means if a new bull market is triggered, there is going to be a tremendous amount of trades to take because they are breaking out of consolidations. You can see that there are so many consolidations. Look at this one, COF, in a range since June 2021, and you can see that there's so many of these stocks that are in a range. Look at this one, URI, United Rentals, and I screened all of these stocks in order to find the breakouts and to trade the breakouts. If you are interested into screening the market, you can go into the channel and check my screener tutorials. And if you are interested into having this list and my process of screening the market, I will gladly share it if you ask them in the comments. For now, I've spotted a few trade opportunities on the US market. I have this one, which tomorrow will have an earning. Tomorrow? No, not really. Yes, it's tomorrow. There will be an earnings report tomorrow that could drive the price higher. And I have WMS, which has broken out and will have an earnings report tomorrow, which could drive the price higher. This is something I already covered in the videos. And I have this stocks MATX, which is breaking out with volume. It's great. It's 3 billion market cap, so it's a mid cap. I will not really recommend investing into the mid caps at the moment because the mid caps are not near as good as the big capitalizations as you would find in the S&P 500 index. So yeah, take a close look at the USA market because it's very interesting what's happening at the moment. Of course, if the index comes back into the range, it does not mean the bull market is cancelled because we can always have a new leg up. If the market resumes in the next few days, it does not mean the market is clear because you can see that bull markets happens in corrective phases. There is impulsion and correction, but what I'd like to have is some impulsion to try to make some money on the new bull market that comes, if there is one. Hope you found this video interesting. This was just an update on the state of the US market and how the US market is acting. I hope this is interesting to you. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video. Goodbye. Have a nice day and week.